Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Prophet Munya, and I want to thank God for such a day that He has made. For the past days, we've been dealing with the issues of the youth. Remember, we took our reading from the book of 1 Timothy, chapter number 4, verse number 12, that says, "Let no man despise of the days of your youth." That was a reminder of how you should look at this. Now, today we're going to take our reading from the book of Ephesians, chapter number 6, and we are talking about parents and children. But let's look at the command that the Lord is emphasizing over the children. Now, many people tend to forget, many children tend to forget that they are under an authority that is called a parental authority. You know, every child who is born on this earth must remember this, that they are under an authority that is heavenly approved. Okay? God approved the order that children always come under their parents. Let's take our reading from Ephesians chapter 6, verse number 1. "Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right." So it is an emphasis of the same order. Children submitting under their parents. So the emphasis is coming in a commandment form. He says, "Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right." So when you see someone pointing at something and they say this is right, it means there is also something that is wrong. So automatically when you hear the scripture saying this is right, pointing at obedience, a child obeying his own parents, be it a father or a mother, it means disobedience is not right. Now let's look at the promise now, because on verse number 2 it talks about honor. So you have two things that you have to understand as a child. Every children that is watching me right now, you have parents that raised you. You have parents that gave birth to you. You just didn't appear. You didn't come from stones. You came from parents, and you have to acknowledge that. So the scripture is coming to inform you of two important things. Number one, obedience. Number two, honor. So he says, "Children, obey your parents in the Lord." And this is right. This is right. Obeying your own parents. This is right. And verse number 2, he says, "Honor your father and your mother," which is the first commandment with promise. This is the promise. When you honor your parents, your father and your mother, you are aligning yourself with and to the promises that comes with that commandment. You know, our God is so faithful that He gives commands with promises. He says anybody that obeys their parents, everybody, every child that obeys and honor their parents, this is the promise. What is the promise? That it may be well with you and that you may live long on earth. Have you ever thought of this thing? You know, thinking that for you to live on earth, you need maximum security, you need a lot of money. God is saying no. You may gather all the money that you want. You may have the cars that you prefer to drive. You may have the friends that you think, these are my friends that are always going to be there. But this is what is important. Obey your parents, honor your father and your mother, that it may be well with you, and that you may live long on earth. So, I want every single child who is listening to me right now to put this to heart. Every single day of your life, think about your parents, how you can obey them and how you can honor them. I will be coming in the next session to teach you on how to honor your parents, because some of you might think, how then do I have to honor my parents? So many things are happening in this life, and you need to be taken through the course of obeying your parents and the course of honoring your own parents, that it may be well with you and that you may live long on this particular earth. May God continue blessing you until I see you again. For now, we say heads bowed and shalom.